Donna O. Johnson and Y.C. Chen say they've come up with a method of learning that guarantees a straight A average. Not bad at all. In fact, they believe in their Guarantee 4.0 and Guarantee A+ learning guide so much they'll give you, get this, $100 if they don't work.
Wow.
Ladies, welcome to Live at 9. $100, that's some guarantee there. You pretty confident it will work that much?
I'm completely confident.
It's one of those things, if you work the system, it works. Is that
Absolutely.
It? What's
Every
the system?
time.
How did you come up with it, and what is it?
Wow. Let me share that with you. My senior year in engineering school at the University of Texas, I got elected as National Chair of the National Society of Black Engineers, which is a student-based organization. So that's about a 20 to 30-hour-a-week commitment. I was also working for one of the deans in engineering, and I was working for him for about 20 hours. So his suggestion was, you need to quit your job so your grades are not affected. And I explained to him that I needed my job, so he said you need to have a plan. So I went back and I wrote down, these are the 3 things that I did as a freshman that yielded easy A's. So I said, I'll do that. And I did those 3 things, the same 3 components that are in the learning system, got all A's as a senior in chemical engineering, and the dean said I could keep my job.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, YC, what about you? When did you first hear about Donna O's program, and how did you guys get involved in this together?
Well, in 1994, I was a intern college freshman at Illinois Institute of Technology, and unlike, I was a cocky, prideful 18-year-old. I think I knew it all. Yeah.
So aren't they all?
I saw this flyer on campus that says that if you follow a plan and if you do not get straight A's, that I'll get $100. So I went because of the money. Not so much I want to know how to study, but then 3 weeks later, that I started realizing I'm in trouble. My scholarship required a 3.0 GPA, a straight B average, but I wasn't even doing that. I was doing 2.2 and falling. So, and I was studying the hardest I ever studied, 2-3 all-nighters a week, just trying to stay on top of it, but the old way that I had in high school just wasn't working. So I called the presenter up, Donna O, and I say, I was in your seminar 3 weeks ago. I wasn't really paying attention. I just need to know, is there still hope for me?
I like your honesty over there.
Because they were about to send me home. They were about to send me home. So then she graciously decided to mentor me. So that semester I went from a 2.2 GPA to a 4.0 GPA, my very first semester in college,
And did you work
in architecture.
less? I mean, based on you said you were studying the hardest ever when you were at the 2.2. Did you actually, was it more efficient under
Oh,
Donna?
Absolutely. I got a lot more sleep after that.
Okay, Donna, can you come home and live with me? Just for, how old's Abby? My 2-year-old
Just 2?
will be in college in just a few years.
So will this work for most students, and what does it take to kind of get there?
It actually works for all students.
For all?
And the only thing you need to do is to do the system, because it's based on how your brain functions. It's based on the latest research in cognitive science. So we just teach you how to efficiently utilize what God has given you.
Are you just brilliant or what? Because when you came up with it, you were not a cognitive scientist. You were a chemical engineering student.
Let's just say it was given to me by divine inspiration. And the truth is, because it happened to work for me, I just started sharing with people, and actually that's where the name came from, because the first time I did this as a seminar, I just wanted people to believe me. So I said, if you do these 3 things and you don't make all A's, I'm daring you to try it. So if you do it and don't make all A's, I'll give you $100. So that's actually where the name came from. So it's not very gimmicky, it's very authentic.
We have to ask, have you paid out any of that money?
Well, I will tell you, in the 18+ years that I've been presenting this seminar, and for the last 10 years, full-time, I've never paid the $100.
Stop.
No.
Well, I did have one student to ask me for the 100. He walked up to me and said, I followed your plan and I didn't make all A's. And I said, well, how did you do? And he said, I got a 3.9. I said, wait a minute, you started with a 2.2 and now you have a 3.9 and you're complaining? And he said, well, you said 4.0. I said, all right. So I started writing him a check. And at the end, I said, how do you spell your last name? And he said, you know what? I was kidding. I actually didn't do everything and I got a 3.9.
I have chill bumps.
Amazing.
Where were
amazing.
you? I also have a high school senior. Where were you a few years ago?
Well, I know you folks are really doing a lot of touring these days. What's the reaction? And just yesterday you were down in Oxford, Mississippi at the University of Mississippi campus. What's the reaction from students when you present this to them?
Oh, they were really excited. We're talking about a group of incoming freshmen that's studying in the field of engineering. So when they receive the system, it's like, wow, you could almost see the light bulb goes on in the audience, in the students' mind. It's like, wow, before it was haphazardly. It's kind of like sort of understanding by trial and error how to study, but now there is actual system, a systematic way for them to learn. So we have students come up after us. I think we signed books for like 30, 40 minutes afterwards, just talking to students, and they were like, wow, okay, this is the plan. I could stay on plan, and I get a 4.0, and I will finish college.
Does this work for high schoolers and what is the cutoff age?
We actually train students starting at the 5th grade, and we go all the way to the PhD level, including adult learners, and we train professionals, because everybody actually needs to remember things that they read, and that's one of the things that we specialize in.
Well, and it's been a long time since we were in school, and you tend to forget. So if you go back to
yes, we need a lot of help. There is your information right there on the screen.
KnowMoreStudy.com. Alex, will you run and get my checkbook, because I need to buy the system immediately.
Well, you need it right now.
Oh, it's going home with me today.
I like the system. Donna O, YC Chen. Thank you so much, ladies.